Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 5 of C++ for Beginners. Now, as promised, in this episode I will show you how to get user input from the console, because so far all we've been doing is printing things to the screen, but without any user interaction, our programs are pretty boring. But before we do that, we're going to do one quick thing. We're going to hop up here to Tools, Options, go to Text Editor, C++, and check line numbers. Click OK, and now as you can see, there are line numbers next to our lines of code, and this will come in handy later on in case we have any bugs or errors. The compiler will tell us what line has an issue, and we'll be able to fix it more easily. Now, first of all, we're going to make a very simple calculator using what we know about variables, what I showed you earlier, and with the new console input that I'm going to teach you. So first of all, let's do cout, please enter a number. And now I'm going to show you something new with the cout real quick. Now the cout is a stream, and this lesson sign is called a string insertion operator. Now we can keep on adding more lines of text. We could add in variables right there like that, and then we can also, we're going to do something real quick, because if we run it right now, here, let's do something real quick. We'll make 2 lines. This one will be just line 2, and I'll show you what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so if we run this right now, you see everything is all smushed up on one line, when actually we want it on 2 separate lines. So what we need to do is, because the stream, it pretty much just takes whatever text you have and just jams it into the output. So what we need to do is do a stream insertion operator, and we write a special word called endl, which is already declared for us by IOStream. So if we write endl, and now when we run it, it will actually put an end line. So it goes, please enter a number, then the endl means go to the next line, and then we print line 2. So we're going to do that real quick, and we'll say please enter a number, and we can, let's create, up here, let's create 2 numbers. We'll just call it int n1 and n2. I don't think I showed you this before, but you can declare multiple variables on the same line like this if they're of the same data type. So it says please enter a number. Now we have cout, and we also can use cin, which stands for console input, but instead of 2 less than signs, we are going to use 2 greater than signs, and then we put the variable that we want to store data in. So we'll store the input from the user into the variable n1. So right now I'll just please enter a number, and then it says cin n1, so we type in 90 and click enter, and that means the input is put into n1. Now let's get another number before we actually do anything. So we'll say please enter another number, and do our end line, and then we'll do cin n2. So we store user input into n1, and then we store another user input into n2. Now we need to do, we can do this, cout, and we can say n1 plus n2 right here, just like that. I'm pretty sure we can do that, right? So enter number 7, enter another number 7, and 4. Oh, it did it, but the cin kind of messes up our get, so we have to do cin.ignore, which basically just use it. No, don't question it. Okay, 7, 7, 14. There it is. You click enter, and that exits the program. let's just add an end line right here just to help it out. So there we go. As we can see, we'll run through our program. We declare two variables, n1 and n2. They're both integer types. We print out some text to the console that says please enter a number. Then we go to the next line right there. Now we get some console input and put it into the variable n1. So we'll write 20. Click enter. Now it says console output, please enter another number, and then go to the next line right there. So we get our input 40. Click enter, and then it console output number 1 plus number 2 and end line. There we go, and then we wait for the user to press enter before we close. And that is the basics of the user input. Later on I'll show you different types of user input, because right now we're just doing number input, but actually we need to talk about data types before we move on to different kinds of input. Now, one quick thing. In case anybody gets confused about these stream, insertion, and forgot the name of this. Stream extraction, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, to clear it up, because a lot of beginners get confused and they'll put the wrong one of these here. They might accidentally put two greater than signs on the C out, and they might accidentally put two less than signs on the C in. But there's a handy little trick. What you can do is the console output. The output, just imagine it's your computer monitor. So imagine that's the computer monitor, and we have please enter number, the text, and imagine the string insertion operator as an arrow. So just imagine it's, an arrow pointing, so it's saying take the text and put it to the output is basically how you can imagine it. So it's just kind of a nice flow. So end line, stick it onto the end of the string, take the string and stick it to the output. Now you can do the same kind of thing with the C input. Imagine the C input is the keyboard, and so we say get the input and stick it into variable n1. Just imagine that is an arrow. So that is just a handy little trick that I came up with myself. Thank you very much. And that about wraps up this video. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.